What's up, everybody? Come back once again with my little reaction to the games that you've had to see tonight. Anyway, uh, actually, I'm not really going to do anything about the Sixers or the Nets because, like I said, that one's just going to just be pushing on, moving on. They tried, they nice, they gave it a little attempt or whatever. Like I said, I'm like, Mikal Bridges. Like I could score. Johnson showed out a bit, but it's really to do about nothing. So to the main game, Sacramento and them Golden State Warriors, and once again, the West is out here killing with another good game because boy was that a good game. Now I will not lie that where I'm like Sacramento. I could have told you they roster, but as far as like how the team is, of like how good they are and all that other stuff, I knew they was always like three in the West, and I was like, oh okay, cool. You catch a couple highlights here and there, and you're like, oh, okay, all right. I was like, you always knew Sabonis have been pretty good from the days in Indiana or whatever. So I mean, I always felt like me beforehand. I was like before Jokic started having his MVPs type stuff. I was like, him and Sabonis not really too dissimilar to me or whatever, whatever. But neither here or there. But and De'Aaron Fox, I was like, it was one of them things where it's like when you sort of was in Sacramento, you sort of just stuck in Sacramento and you can't, and it's really like the elements around you more so than I guess your talent itself. Um, but I was like, I could have told you, I was like, I could have named the roster, and I've been like, oh, I know what those dudes could do, but I never thought that it'd been like on this level of, yo, they over here offense galore. Don't get me wrong, they also played really good defense at time through the game, and then in the fourth quarter, they was just like, I mean, there's some things you just can't help with Golden State. Like you just can't help they threes. You just can't help Clay. That mug is going to find a way to get enough space, shoot a three. And Curry, you always got to be watch out with him. Like, don't get me wrong, like Curry don't do the threes like how he did when he was winning his MVPs. When they would just like where they just like anywhere, anytime. He can still do that, but now his more methodical or whatever. But they play. The thing is, you want to play good enough defense to get turnovers and stops, and they was able to do that. I was like, your boy Mitchell, like I said, you ain't going to bear, but you ain't gonna cap Curry. But the thing that most people don't realize is that, yo, you making that boy work. I was like, Mitchell pick your ass up 94 feet, and he's like, yo, coming, whatever. You can do all this stuff, yo. I was like, I'm still here. I'm still here. And the thing is, he ain't liability because his boy can shoot threes. So, and you seen them hit like at least about like a couple out here, especially like that one just to seal the game or whatnot. So the thing is, it's like you able to play defense on Curry and you able to make him work by making him move around, which Curry does anyway. But now he gotta get through you instead of just run up to get his shot. And you got to worry about where Mitchell at because you're like, oh, he got a three. And Aaron Fox is always a dude that like he can shoot a three, but he like to get in the lane and stuff like that. I was like Sabonis. I was like he just go tire them boys out because I'm with Green, even though Green can still play defense and Looney, but those boys it's just like after a while Sabonis is gonna wear you down. One of the weird things where it's like with Wiseman that is like his size would have been really good here because they don't have any real big dudes on Sacramento. But and then nothing you can do with that there because they play small ball. With hands on the floor and all this other stuff. But the one thing that I feel like like cause like everybody was like Sacramento's defense and all this other stuff because they got all number offensive dudes. But the one thing is in the game where a lot of people switch and stuff and Golden State switches quite a bit. Golden State has a lot of people that are like 6'7", 6'8", and under. It's that you need a lot of people that can just switch. And Sabonis, while he not a perimeter defender like that, but he's small enough to where you can switch and you're not too terrified, and you just it is going to be what it is. But you got Harrison Barnes, 6'8", 6'9", boom. I was like, he's right there. You got Murray, I was like 6'7", he could switch. You got Herter, and that's like 6'5", and you got like Monk, that's 6'3", but I was like, but I was like, they're athletic and they can move. So you're not leaving anything up. Darren Fox 6'3", Mitchell like 6 feet or whatever like that. But you got people that can just move and switch, move and switch. Trey Lyles or whatever, 6'9", 6'10". So they match up really well with Golden State to where they don't have to play, like, you don't have to play spectacular defense. And you got enough dude. Kind of Monk was out there just giving them business. He was just going to the hole, giving them the business. Herter, or like jacking up shots, making them or whatnot. And that's the thing, is that they got the offensive firepower. What I was like, I guess what I never didn't think of how many people they have other than Sabonis. That's pretty much like a 20 and 20 type of dude, and De'Aaron Fox, who can come and light you up as well. Is that, you got Herter and Monk, who can also just bust you up, where it's just like, bam, they just got 20, 30 out of nowhere. Now you got like 3, 4 dudes, and I'm just like, and you just able to just be like, wow, they got like 3 or 4 people that could just give you 30. And that's the problem with Golden State, I feel like, is that while Curry is really great, you got a really good Clay game. And Wiggins wasn't bad. He's still trying to get his way in, and still they would just, and I was like don't get me wrong, like it was a pretty close game, but Curry and Clay have to be that good, and it's really one of them things that's like, there's not that many offensive players on Golden State like it seems like there is. Wiggins is always a dude you like, 15 to 30. He can sort of give you that one, which really is like 15 to like 25 or something like that. Curry can explode. Clay, the problem is like, he can explode and he can give you a really good game like this, or he could just give you a game where it's just like, oh, he only hit 3, 4 threes. He got 15, 17 points. The problem is you're not getting out of Poole what you need to get out of Poole, considering that's really your only main offensive dude off the bench to go against Sacramento players that are also coming off the bench, but also of like Poole, very erratic game, and you need him to give you 20. Like, you can't really live with him giving you anything really less than that. Like maybe Wiggins was more in game shape and stuff, maybe, but you're going to need a Poole game in order to really beat out Sacramento. It seemed like how they're going to keep up their play, just because. And I don't know if you're going to get that out of Poole. I'm not really a Poole guy or whatever. I always felt like you seen that you want him to be Curry, and he doesn't have any. Granted, he's young, so I'm not gonna say the wisdom of Curry, but the flow of Golden State's offense, to where I understand why he's off the bench, where it's just like, you're the only person out here, make it happen. But also in that, I was like, I really think that if it wasn't Golden State, that they won a championship last year, that I was like, and they won so many championships, especially more with in the past, that I feel like we're ignoring a lot of stuff of Golden State. Like, I really feel like in this series or in anything, we're really just like, they have the heart of a champion, the eye of the tiger, whatever. That's why we're sort of like giving them this, because they do got some good rotational pieces with like DiVincenzo and Gary Payton, and and you and also like Moody, who they played some tonight, and Kaminga's gonna have to like Moody and Kaminga. You're gonna sort of have to see what can y'all give us from out of them young dudes, because I was like, while they got like decent rotation play, they're not as deep when they had like Porter last year as well, who I think is sort of somebody missing, where they can also have like a dude that's like Draymond as far as like a four that can switch, but he can shoot. I was like, but Porter can shoot threes and whatnot. Um, so I think that I think we're not. While I was like, while we wasn't giving Sacramento the credit they needed, we also wasn't looking at how the Warriors actually have a lot bigger blemishes than we actually thought, and how Curry really covers up so much, and you're just hoping that Clay and Green give you the playoff selves in all of this. But now, sort of looking at it, I was like, I guess we'll wait one more game and see how it goes at Golden State before it kind of looks like they might just be not enough for the offensive prowess of the Kings. Also, I didn't really take too much out of the whole Green and Sabonis thing. I mean, while it's like, to me, I was like, oh, that's Green. That's what he does. That's his tactics. I was like, he just gonna stomp you out, do some power tap, you know, or whatever. He's really good with his feet. But I didn't think it was nothing like crazy serious, like Flagrant 2, get him on out of here, like nothing too serious or whatnot. But he was sort of getting work too, and I just feel like it's gonna be a hard series for everybody and Golden State if Curry ain't on one and Clay ain't have a power up, cause Wiggins trying and Poole is. We'll see how he smiles real big and Golden State. But other than that, that's it for what I am giving you. If you like it, appreciate it. Thanks. That's what's up. If not, I will. Maybe next time if you're still here. Till then, deuces. I'm out.